Hello, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be talking about the power of I am. Describe yourself. Seems like a simple question, but there's a lot of depth to it. Because very often when people talk about themselves, they say, "Oh man, I could never do that. I'm not smart enough. I'm not handsome." We've all heard somebody talk like that, or we may have spoken about ourselves like that. In the past, I did. But you're going to realize very quickly how important it is the way you describe yourself. I am. My name, I'm Lawrence. My character qualities, my way of viewing the world, how do I see life? I am what? I am who? I am has such a profound meaning to it, but I don't want to go too deep too fast. Every day you have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. And these thoughts create the reality that you live in. It creates the world you live in. The best examples I could think of that are very easy for all of us to relate to, relationships. All men are pigs. All men are pigs to you. All women cheat on you. Most people are very nice to you. So, what thoughts are you having about yourself? What thoughts do you think every day? When you look in the mirror, do you think, oh, I'm so ugly? Nobody likes me. I'm unattractive. There's people who find you attractive, but because you don't find yourself attractive, the thoughts you have about you 60 to 80,000 times a day create the way you see yourself. You could be the most hideous physically person ever. But I bet you if every day you thought, man, I look good. That gap in my teeth is cute. My two fingers, oh, that make me unique. If you have these positive thoughts about yourself, no matter what's on the surface, because of how good you feel about you, somebody gonna be like, you know what? That gap in his teeth is kind of cute. His hairline, it's kind of dope. Like it's all wavy and it kind of reminds me of the ocean. They're gonna start thinking these good things about you because of how you carry yourself. And in the same way, you could be the most gorgeous, drop dead, stunning woman ever, but you think you ugly. You think nobody like you. You think that you are just unattractive because of what you think about yourself 60 to 80,000 times a day. It will cause you to view yourself in this way. It'll cause you to think things about yourself. And because of these thoughts that you have over and over and over and over, it will create actions that lead to you pushing people away. My brain just had a little fog there. Now, this goes even deeper than relationship with other people, the relationship you have with yourself, the way you go through life. Because if you're saying I'm unconfident, you'll begin to take actions of an unconfident person. When opportunities present themselves, you're not going to take it because you are saying I am unconfident. I am unattractive. I am this. Not that I feel unconfident. Not that I feel unattractive. Not that I feel this way. No, you're saying I am this. When you are something, it is like concrete, and your thoughts 60 to 80,000 times a day are putting little drops of concrete around that truth. Someone who is a doctor, they don't say, I might be a doctor. I think I'm a doctor. No, I am a pediatrician. I am a heart surgeon. I am a neuroscientist. I am a car salesman. I am a speaker. I am that thing. Not I feel like it. Not I think I am. No, I am it. And 60 to 80,000 times a day, what are you saying you are? What are you thinking of yourself? What are you saying reality is? I have a family member who a few days ago, they were talking about how dangerous the city is, how dangerous the world is, how dangerous everything is. And I asked them, what evidence do you have of that? Oh, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. Okay. Now, what you're saying is the city is dangerous. Not that, oh, certain parts are. Sometimes it is. No, you're saying it is. And what I'm getting at here is that 60 to 80,000 times a day, if you're saying how dangerous the world is, how nobody trusts anybody, how everybody's out to get you, you're going to only attract people like that. Keep in mind, we live in the exact same city, same neighborhood, everything. When they go outside, all they see is danger. When I go outside, people are nice to me, they're respectful, they're kind, they're supportive, they're opening doors, they're shaking hands. We live in the exact same city, different worlds, different realities, because of what we say our truth is, what we say our life is. 60 to 80,000 times a day. Are you saying that nobody trusts anybody? Everybody's out to get me. Nobody loves each other. Men are pigs. Women are cheaters. I'm ugly. I'm this. I'm that. 60 to 80,000 times a day. What are you saying? What are you thinking about yourself? And what are you putting out into the world? Now, moving on from there. Are your thoughts, words, and actions creating the world you want? Do you want to be unattractive? No. Then stop saying you are. Stop thinking you are. Easier said than done. Stop hanging around people who tell you how unattractive you are. Because the way your brain works, it wants to find evidence for whatever you tell it. If you say that I am worthy, I am lovable, I am valuable, I am somebody who people should appreciate, your brain wants to find evidence of that. When somebody leaves a nice comment, your brain makes you focus on the nice comment. When somebody holds the door open, your brain makes you focus on that. When somebody does something good to you, your brain makes you focus on that because what you're telling it is, I am worthy of this. So it's like, okay, let me find evidence. In the same way, though, if you tell it something negative, like I'm ugly, I'm unattractive, you can have 10 people tell you how handsome you are, but the one person who said you're ugly, your brain says, oh, so you think that you're ugly. This person said you're ugly. Focus on the one person out of 10 who said you're ugly. 9 people just said, you're so handsome, you're so attractive, I love your hair, I love your teeth. But your brain focuses on what you tell it to focus on. So are your thoughts, words, and actions creating the world you want? Now, write out in detail, what do you want? What kind of place do you want to live in? What kind of relationship do you want to live in? How do you want to feel about yourself? What kind of money do you want to make? What career? What do you want? Now, once you've written that out, live, speak, think, act, and talk how they would, both inside of your head and externally. Think about the habits, the lifestyle, the eating habits, the thoughts. What kind of people do they hang around? What kind of people do they not hang around? What life is it that you want? And take yourself from point A to point B and live in point B. That may go over your head a bit, but to simplify it, if you were 300 pounds and you want to be 200, you have to live, speak, think, and act as if you were 200 pounds in order to then become 200 pounds. So, if the 300-pound you eats McDonald's every day, the 200-pound version of you does not eat McDonald's every day. Maybe they eat McDonald's twice a week. So now you have to eat McDonald's twice a week. Or better yet, not at all. Do they meal prep? Who do they hang around? Do they still go to the bar? What kind of TV show do they like? What kind of food do they eat? Live your life, speak about yourself in the way you would if you were currently in the life that you wanted. I'll repeat that. Live your life as if you were in the life that you wanted, because in order to get to that, you must first imagine yourself as it, be it here, think of it in here, and then conduct yourself as if it was reality. Because, like I mentioned earlier, your reality is shaped by the words, thoughts, actions, and beliefs that you hold about yourself. And the longer you hold that belief, the more repetitive you say 60 to 80,000 times a day, I am this, I feel this, the world is this, people are this, that will become your life. Because not every man is a cheater. But if every man you date is a cheater, that says something about how you see yourself. Because the only thing they all have in common is you. So, what do you need to change in here? What kind of thoughts are you having? What kind of behaviors are you having? What kind of actions are you taking that are leading to this outcome? If every man you date is a cheater, you need to look at, okay, well, where am I finding them? What am I saying to them? Oh, maybe I need to stop picking up men from the bar. And that ain't to diss nobody. It's just to say that if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. Or if every woman you cheat, if every woman you date is a cheater, why are you picking these kind of women? What is it that you need to do? Okay, stop dating women who work at the strip club. That might be a good idea. Or maybe I need to stop to I hope you guys are getting the point here. Maybe I need to change up something about the way I think about myself, because if you think, oh, all women are cheaters, all women are cheaters, all women are cheaters over and over, sooner or later you're only going to attract the women who are cheaters. And the only ones who will stay around are the cheaters, because that's what you are declaring your reality to be. In the same way though, if you declare your reality is, I am happily married with 3 kids and a wife. Right now, you don't have that. But if you say to yourself over and over that this is your reality, you're happily married, your life's fantastic, you have a good job, you're making 100,000 a year, and this is what you tell yourself over and over, this is what you declare. This is not how I feel. This is not how I think. This is what I am. That will come into your life. Next, people will judge you when you begin to make that change, because they knew you when you was at the club. They knew you when you was at the party. They knew you when you was smoking. They knew you when you was popping bottles. But I ain't that no more. I am sober. I am a man of God, whatever you want to say you are. I am happily married. I am loyal. I am worthy. I am attractive. I am this. I'm not that no more. I am this. This right here. This is my truth. This is who I am. So if they knew who you were, and now here's who I am now, there's going to be a disconnect. They're like, last week you was at the strip club. Last week you was at the party. Last week you was getting lit. Nope, nope. That ain't me. I am this. A lot of times people gonna be like, oh, you changed up. Oh, you switched up. Oh, you different. Oh, you acting funny now. Good. You supposed to act different, because as you grow, you will change. As you grow and become who you're meant to be and who you choose to be, who you declare yourself to be, who you identify as, people will judge you for that. Let them. Because the people who you are aligned with, the people who are meant to be around you in this new higher version, are different than those who were around you at the lower version. Yeah, the ones who you used to know, they could grow with you, they could come along if they choose to. Don't force them. Let people judge you. And you gotta have the courage to be judged. You gotta be willing to put yourself out there. Because keep in mind, I'm a black man in Philadelphia who loves fishing. I love fishing. So I'll be on a train with fishing rods, and I'm on a train with a bag of worms and hooks and all this stuff. People think it's weird. I don't care though. I'm doing my thing. I'm not hurting nobody. And you got to understand that as you're being who you truly are and who you identify as and just doing your thing, people gonna judge. Let them. Because if you want to make music, it's somebody out there who hates rap music. But then there's people who love it. Do you think the people at the rap concert care about the people at the country concert? No, I don't care about what you think of my music. I'm gonna let the people who like me like me. I'm gonna let the ones who don't like me not like me. I'm not going to force you to like me. That's a problem a lot of people have, and I used to have this problem too. We're trying to force people to like us who just aren't aligned with us. If you don't want to go fishing, I'm not going to make you come fishing. I'm going to find somebody who wants to go fishing and we will go fishing. I'm not going to make you like rap music. I'm going to find the person who likes rap music and we will listen to rap music together. If you want to go listen to country or you want to go listen to rock or EDM or punk or whatever, go listen to that. Go find your people. Go find your club. Go find who you are aligned with. But in order to find who you truly are meant to be around, who you really resonate with, you have to be willing to let people judge you who just aren't your people. They're just not aligned with you. But you have to be willing to be authentic and raw and genuine and know who you are, walk in your truth, be who you are, and don't go and try to be someone you're not. A lot of people are trying to be someone they're not because they haven't truly connected with themselves. And the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for the relationship you have with others. Like I mentioned earlier with the example of cheating, if all you say, think, and believe is men are cheaters, women are cheaters, they backstabbers, all they want is my money, all they want is my body, you're going to find people who that's all they want because that's what you are declaring your life to be. That's what you're declaring. If you say all women are gold diggers, all women who you date are gold diggers. All men who you date only want you for your body. All men who you date are cheaters. All women who you date are backstabbers. Because that's what you say. 60 to 80,000 times a thought a day. 60 to 80,000 times a day. If all you're thinking is, men ain't nothing. Women ain't nothing. That's what you're gonna find. I don't think that. So therefore, I don't deal with no gold digger because they don't even come in my vicinity. Yeah, they exist. That's a real thing. It happens, but not in my world. It's like I have my own little bubble. Everyone is in their own bubble, and whatever you think, whatever you say, whatever you do is in your bubble. You're putting that into your bubble. So if you live in a bubble full of uh, I'm unattractive, nobody want me. Yeah, you're going to find that because that's what you think about you. The world is like a giant mirror. Whatever you believe about you, the world will reflect to you. Through all the magical wonders of manifestation and the universe and this and that and God and whatever you believe, the universe, the world will reflect to you what you believe about you. If you believe you are attractive, you will find people who say, I love your hair. I love your skin. Ooh, girl, where'd you get that dress? It looks so good on you. Oh man, where'd you get that suit? It looks so good on you. Man, I love your eyes or whatever. Somebody gonna say something nice to you because you say nice things to you. The relationship you have with you set the relationship you have with other people. If you don't respect you, don't expect people to respect you. If you don't love you, don't expect people to love you. If you don't like you, don't expect people to like you. If you're not a good friend to you, don't expect for people to want to be your friend. And in the same way, because of what you believe about yourself, this will also impact your money. Here's how. What do you believe you're worth? Let me get this pointer right here. Whatever you believe you're worth, you will have thoughts in alignment with that. You will take actions in alignment with that thought, and then those actions correlate to your income. All right, picture it like this, right? If you believe that you're worth $50,000 a year, 50,000, ain't nothing wrong with that. 50,000 a year. You're gonna have thoughts of, man, I could only get a job that pay 50,000. Man, I'm thinking from this cap, like there's 50,000 is my limit. This is my limit. So you're going to take action such as a certain amount of hours at this job, applying to certain jobs, getting a degree that maxes out at 50,000 or not getting a degree. Those actions will then lead to that income. So if you believe you are worth 100,000, you're gonna have thoughts of somebody who's worth 100,000, which lead to actions, which then lead to $100,000 of money. It's very simple, and you can look at this in other people's life too. Like this person got these skills, they got this knowledge, they got this ability, but they only capped out at 50,000. Like yes, if you never had a job, like let's say you're 15 years old, this is different. This is different for you. It still applies stuff, but it's different because you've never had a job, you don't have a college degree, you haven't had the opportunity to go out there and achieve that thing. So, if for the last 10 years, let's say you're 25, from the age of 15 to 25 years old, you've only made a certain amount of money every year. Every year, you have made 20,000. Every year. That's your financial self worth. Your financial self worth is 20,000 because you're having these beliefs about yourself like I can only make this amount. I'm only worth this amount. Ain't nobody gonna pay me more than that. It's hard to get a job that pays 40,000. It's hard to get a job that pays 30,000. It's hard to get a degree that paid me more than this amount. But you look around, you can see people making hundreds of thousands, millions, billions. So therefore, if you had the belief, the knowing that you are worth 80,000 a year, you will have these thoughts that will lead to actions that will inevitably lead to 80,000 in the bank. Not overnight, not next week, not this year, but at some point, somehow, some way, you will end up making the amount of money that you believe you are worth. Now, action steps, because over here we take action. We don't just talk, we don't just think. Here's some stuff you can do. Get a journal and write in it daily. You don't need to write for an hour. Just make 5 to 10 minutes. Write about how you feel, what you think, your goals, what's on your mind. It's going to help you with your stress. It's going to help you with so many things. Don't complain within that first 30 minutes of the day. Because when you first wake up, your brain is super receptive. It's in like a flow state. Whatever you put in there, it sets the tone for the rest of the day. And very often, when people wake up, they're like, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Look at how bad the world is. Look at how bad relationships are. Look at this. Look at that. All these terrible things. And it creates a spiral effect where they will have a bad day. Now, if you wake up and the first thing was like, today's going to be a good day. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. My car didn't get repoed. My bills aren't late. Today's going to be a good day. You're going to have a good day. Somehow, you're going to have a good day. Remove those negative influences. You know what they are. Might be a person, might be a habit, might be social media, whatever it is for you. Remove that. Cut it out. Okay? Now, some people, they could go to the club, they could go to the bar, and that ain't no problem for them. Other people, it's a problem for them. You know what your problem is. You know that person who always got something to say about you. You know that bad habit. Might be watching too much TV, might be too much video games. Whatever it is for you, cut it. Because it's going to have an influence. It's going to have an influence. Let's just say 10,000 of your 60,000 thoughts are bad thoughts. How about we remove those 10,000 and we make those 60,000 positive, make them uplifting, make them good, we improve them. It will start to improve how you feel about yourself, how you think of yourself, how you view the world. Everything is circled back to what you believe and what you think about you. Find something you love about yourself. If you don't love you, don't expect other people to love you. If you don't think you look good, don't expect other people to think you look good. If you don't respect yourself, don't expect other people to respect yourself. So you gotta find something you love. Like, man, I love my hair. I love how I am as a person. I love how respectful I am. I love how caring I am, how generous, how supportive, how knowledgeable. Love yourself. Every day, do something that scares you. Get a little bit out your comfort zone. Get a little bit out your comfort zone. Do something that challenges you. Maybe it's going to the gym, reading a book, um, getting over your social anxiety. So, doing like a school presentation. Find something that scares you, like it gets you out that comfort zone, and you're gonna realize, like, oh, I could do that. And it builds momentum, it builds self-respect, it builds you to go harder, it builds you to push yourself. And as you push yourself, you will grow, and as you grow, you will improve, and as you will improve everything in your life by improving how you think of yourself. Take yourself on a date. What I mean by that is treat yourself how you would treat the person you love. I know a lot of men, we like to splurge. We like to treat our women fantastic. And that's a great thing. But do you treat yourself fantastic? When the last time you took yourself on a date? When the last time you took yourself out to dinner? When the last time you bought yourself some flowers? Do nice stuff for yourself. It'll improve how you feel about yourself, improve your thoughts, improve your actions, improve your mind, and improve everything. Make goals. You have to have something you're building towards, something you're working towards, such as I want to make 10 videos for my YouTube channel this week. I want to go to the gym 4 days. I want to ask that girl in my class out on a date. What is your goal? And do this every week. Because if you have one goal every week, such as like one thing you want to achieve every week, by the end of the year, you will have achieved 52 things. Now, if you had two a week, like on Monday, I want to achieve this. On Sunday, I want to achieve this. At the end of the year, you will have 100 and yeah, you will have a whole lot. My brain just had like a huge brain fart there. Yeah, at the end of the week, at the end of the year, if you achieve two things every week, you will have achieved 104 things. After 10 years, you will have achieved 1,040. Now imagine if it was three things a week. You get the point I'm making here. If you have stuff you're working towards and you achieve these things, you'll make a lot of progress. And now, here are some final takeaways. Be aware of the ways you try to fit in. So, like I mentioned earlier, when we have these thoughts about ourselves, we will start to gravitate towards people who make us feel that way. And there's nothing wrong with having your community, such as I really like a certain type of music. So I'm going to go find people like that. Be aware of, are you trying to be a part of the club that you actually align with? Or are you only doing it because you were told you were supposed to act this way? Growing up as a black man, I was often told that I had to like basketball and sports and this and that. But I don't. I don't like that. And I would often try to force myself to like it. And it led me to not really feeling as if I was connected with myself because I'm trying to be somebody I'm not. You need to be aware of that. And ask yourself, do I actually like this thing or do I only like it because I was told I was supposed to? Learn to be yourself despite the criticism. Simply put, people gonna judge, let them. As long as you love yourself and you're not hurting nobody, be you. Do your thing. Build up your self worth by finding things you love about yourself. If you don't love you, don't expect anybody else to. Very simple. How you treat yourself and think of yourself will be how others treat you and create the world you live in. That one we have spent the last 29 minutes talking about. How what you put up here 60 to 80,000 times a day will start to create how other people treat you because if you don't respect yourself, it's going to be hard for other people to respect you. And if other people don't respect you, it's going to make you feel like, man, I really don't respect myself. And it gets worse and worse. So we need to flip that switch by improving what you think and by improving what you think of yourself and how you treat yourself, it will improve how other people think of you and how other people treat you, and that creates the world you live in. It all starts from within. Your thoughts and beliefs create your reality. Same point, just word a bit different. That way to make sure it really drives the point home. And with that, we now close out. I hope that not only have you enjoyed this presentation, speech, whatever I'm going to call this, but that you got a lot of value from it. And I would highly appreciate if you let me know what you think. Share any opinions, things I can improve. You can also follow me on my Instagram as well as my website right there, lawrencecharris.com. and Lawrence C. Empowers. Have a wonderful, blessed day.